The last gift of time. In the city, on the last night of the year, the laughter of children and the sounds of New Year's celebrations echoed through snow-covered streets. But amidst this cheerful atmosphere, Mr. Metyu's clock shop was wrapped in deep silence. In the shop window, antique clocks, each seeming to tell its own story, were on display. Yet one sign caught everyone's attention. The last piece is not for sale. At the back of the shop, Mr. Metyu was trying to repair the intricate mechanism of an old clock that bore the marks of time. But no matter how hard he tried, he couldn't succeed. This saddened him deeply because the clock held a unique story. It was crafted on the city's very first New Year's Eve and had inspired many local legends. According to the tales, the clock had a magical mechanism that captured the light of every new year. This made it incredibly special to Mr. Metyu. One day, as he worked tirelessly to fix the clock, the bell above the shop door chimed. Metyu looked up, surprised. Standing at the door was Elias, an old friend he hadn't seen in years. Elias's coat was dusted with snow, and his eyes scanned every corner of the shop. "Metyu, I knew I'd find you here," Elias said with a slight smile. "I need to talk to you tonight. That clock," he gestured toward the sign in the window. "Why won't you sell it?" Metyu frowned. "That clock is special, Elias. It's not just a timepiece. It's a memory, a secret." Elias's eyes lit up. "Then share that secret with me tonight. I need your help, old friend." Metyu invited Elias to the back room. On the table lay the old clock, which hadn't ticked in years. The clock was a family heirloom passed down to Metyu. Every year, at the first chime of midnight, its hands would emit a radiant glow. But for the past decade, the light had not appeared. "This clock," Metyu explained, "does more than measure time. It helps us understand it, but its magic is gone. Perhaps even time itself is weary." Elias leaned in with curiosity. "What if we could make it work again? What if we could revive time itself?" Metyu took a deep breath. "It's a dangerous endeavor, Elias, but maybe there's still a chance." The two friends worked tirelessly through the night, examining and attempting to repair the clock's mechanism. Eventually, they discovered a broken crystal hidden among the intricate gears. Metyu explained that the crystal needed to be infused with new light. "This light can only be created with a pure wish," Metyu said, "a true desire for transformation." Elias thought for a moment and asked, "What if my wish is enough?" Metyu looked into his friend's eyes. "If your wish is truly pure, it could change everything." Before Elias made his wish, Metyu shared stories of how the clock had once changed lives. He told of a young couple who, though separated by impossible circumstances, were reunited by the clock's magic. Their genuine love had reignited the clock's light and filled the city with hope. Yet, as Metyu concluded the tale, his voice was tinged with sorrow. "You know, Elias, this clock represents my last connection to my family. My father taught me the value of time while repairing this clock, reminding me it's precious because it can never be regained. But after he passed, the clock stopped shining, as if mourning his loss." Elias saw the sadness in his friend's eyes. "Perhaps tonight is the time to let go of the past, Metyu. Isn't New Year's Eve about fresh starts? We need to believe and hope." Metyu thought for a moment, then smiled. "You're right. Let's give it a try." As midnight approached, Elias placed his hand on the clock and closed his eyes, making a heartfelt wish. At that moment, the crystal within the clock began to glow brilliantly, illuminating the entire shop and causing Metyu to step back in astonishment. The clock started ticking again. When the hands aligned, it felt as though time itself had paused. Tears filled Elias's eyes. "My wish came true," he whispered. "Now everything can begin anew." Elias's wish not only revived the clock, but also touched the entire city. Even the clock towers seemed brighter and more alive. On New Year's morning, people woke up filled with energy and hope. Elias turned to Metyu and said, "We must share this clock's miracle with the world. It can inspire hope in everyone." Metyu smiled. Perhaps that was its purpose all along. Together, they placed the clock in the center of the town square. As people came to see it, they made their own wishes and felt the clock's light touch their hearts. It taught everyone the power of leaving the past behind and looking to the future with hope. As Metyu closed his shop and gazed at the square, a sense of peace filled him. He had finally fulfilled his purpose. Elias approached and placed a hand on his shoulder. "Old friend, seeing you again and sharing this incredible journey was the greatest New Year's gift for me." Metyu looked at the clock. "No, Elias. The true gift was understanding the value of time." As the first day of the new year began, the story of Metyu and Elias became a tale of hope passed down through generations. The clock, shining at the end of every year, reminded everyone of this truth. The past is a lesson, the future is a new hope, and the present is a gift.